In the halls of Asgard, mischief was Loki's art, but his greatest trick would be his own downfall. Imagine a god so cunning, he could slip through the fingers of Odin himself, only to be ensnared by the very web he wove. Tonight, we journey from betrayal to vengeance, as we witness Loki's audacious plot, his desperate flight, and the unbreakable bonds that held him fast, painful proof that even gods must answer for their sins. The betrayal and Baldur's death. Loki, the shape-shifting trickster, harbored a darkness that even the Aesir began to fear. When his jealousy turned toward Baldur, the fairest, most beloved of the gods, Loki accepted no limits. He orchestrated Baldur's downfall, guiding the blind god Hr's hand to hurl the fatal mistletoe. When Baldur fell, all creation wept. Desperate, Odin dispatched his messenger Hermr to Hel, the frozen realm of the dead, to plead for Baldur's return. Hel, queen of that icy domain, agreed, but on one condition: every creature in the 9 realms must mourn Baldur's loss and plead for his return. The gods sent ravens, giants, and sea serpents among them to call the world to lament. Mountains wept avalanches, rivers echoed sobs, even the stones wept tears of regret. Yet one figure remained unmoved, a lone giantess in the northern wastes who refused to mourn. And because of her obstinacy, Baldur could not be restored. But this giantess was no stranger, it was Loki in disguise. His refusal to weep sealed Baldur's fate forever, and the Aesir's grief turned to rage at Loki's ultimate betrayal. The chase begins. The gods decreed that Loki must answer for his treachery. But to punish him, they first had to catch him. Loki fled into the high mountains near the salmon-filled river Van. There he cast a spell, transforming himself into a sleek salmon, blending seamlessly with his scaly kin. From his high throne, Odin's one all-seeing eye spied the shimmering fish among the rapids. Frustrated by Loki's cunning, the gods deliberated. How do you catch a fish that outwits you at every turn? Then came the first spark of inspiration: a net. Crafted from strands of linen, sinew, and hair, it was the world's very first fishing net. The gods practiced casting and pulling, but Loki anticipated every twist. As their nets fell upon the waters, he thrashed free and vanished into the swirling currents. Nets, spears, and the fall of the trickster. Undeterred, the gods refined their implements. They wove stronger nets of iron-bound hemp, fitted razor-sharp barbs to their hooks, and stationed watchmen along the riverbanks. Yet Loki slipped their grasp each time, until Thor, the mightiest of them all, took up the chase. One dawn, as Loki, still in salmon form, leapt clear of the rapids, Thor waited in ambush. With a roar of thunder, the god of storms slammed his massive hand upon the fish, gripping its slippery body with unshakable strength. Loki's final wriggle was in vain. The trickster was caught. Thor delivered Loki, bound and struggling, before the assembled Aesir. Their verdict was swift. Loki's life was spared only by a secret blood oath with Odin, brothers in spirit, despite their betrayal. Yet mercy in Asgard often wears a cruel mask. The harrowing punishment. Deep in a cavern carved from living stone, the gods prepared Loki's prison. There, they bound him with the unbreakable entrails of his own son, inevitable irony for the father of monsters. But agony was only the prelude. High above Loki's head, the Aesir affixed a venomous serpent, its fangs dripping with potent poison. Each drop of venom that fell upon Loki's face seared his flesh with excruciating pain. His screams echoed through the caverns, music to the ears of the betrayed gods. At his side stood Sigyn, Loki's devoted wife, holding a golden bowl. Patiently, she caught each poisonous droplet, shielding her husband from the worst of it. Yet the bowl could never hold all the venom. When Sigyn stepped away to empty it, the serpent's venom found Loki's skin, and his wails filled the darkness once more. Sigyn's loyalty and Loki's rage. Sigyn's unwavering devotion became legend. She returned again and again, rescuing her lord from endless torment. Yet with every drop that escaped her bowl, Loki's hatred grew, hatred not only for the gods who punished him, but for the world that trembled beneath their rule. By day, the cave fell silent. By night, Loki's cries shook the roots of Yggdrasil itself. The earth's very tremors, the earthquakes of Midgard, were said to be Loki's torment made manifest. The promise of vengeance. Bound by grief and rage, Loki lay waiting, each moment stoking the fires of his wrath. And the gods knew that no prison could hold him forever. On the horizon loomed Ragnarök, the twilight of the gods, when Loki would rise once more to lead the giants against Asgard. Odin's heart grew heavy with dread, for he had made his brother's oath and must honor it. Even the wisest All-Father could not foresee the full scale of destruction that was to come. From the depths of betrayal to the heights of cosmic prophecy, Loki's tale reminds us that deception has a price, and even divine mercy can birth catastrophic vengeance. His capture and punishment are etched in the very bones of the world, an eternal testament to the power of loyalty, the weight of betrayal, and the inexorable march of fate. If you've enjoyed this deep dive into Loki's dark saga, smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell to join us for more epic mythological journeys. Remember to stay curious, and beware the tricks that lurk beneath the surface of every story.